Hi everyone, welcome back to the MV Alucia. I'm Melissa Patrician from Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, and I'm here with my co-host.
Hey, Dwight Coleman from the University of Rhode Island Inner Space Center at the Graduate School of Oceanography.
And we're here for our very final broadcast of the cruise. Very sad, actually, to finally have the cruise be ending.
We'll miss our audience.
We'll miss you guys back home. But we're pretty excited about the way this whole cruise has gone. Again, just to recap, the Alucia is a privately owned research vessel, and our main mission is great science and ocean exploration documented by wonderful media. And that's why this cruise is so important to us, because it brought on so many new capabilities of Alucia, and we were able to test so many new ways for her to get her story out and explore the ocean at the same time. One of those ways is through telepresence, and that's how we're talking to you guys right now. Dwight, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So we're really excited to be partnered with the Alucia program and the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution to really bring this telepresence capability to this ship for the first time. And all these live broadcasts that we've been supporting all week long have been due to this telepresence connection that we're testing. And I think it was a very successful test, because pretty much we've had almost 100%, not quite 100% uptime with our link. It's very challenging because as the ship maneuvers, sometimes our satellite tracking antenna gets blocked. And we're actually in one of those situations right now because the vehicles are diving and we're moving this optical modem into place. The ship has to maneuver in a very careful way. So if the feed does drop out during this broadcast, we apologize, but I think you'll understand, and we'll just pick up again when the ship gets back into a good position from inside the Mission Control Center. So one exciting thing that is happening right now is this very NHT dive where we're testing telepresence, and this sort of telepresence concept is all coming, or I guess all three goals of this mission are all coming together here in this final dive, because we're testing the NHT vehicle in its autonomous mode, using this optical modem to communicate with it, and broadcasting all that communication over the telepresence link. So it's sort of fitting that it's the last dive and the last day of broadcasts, and we're doing all these three things combined. So that's pretty exciting.
It's fantastic. We're having a great time out here, and we've recruited our captain, Captain Peter Fieldings, to come on over and tell us a little bit about his take on this cruise, and how he thinks we've done, and sort of what do you think of the whole mission that we've had here, Pete?
I think overall it's been a real success, Melissa. As you know, the ship is not equipped with dynamic position system, so that was the whole point of having the NHT, the tether, and the ROV and the AUV. The whole system is done because ships like the Alucia can't normally do this kind of science. So it's really exciting that all this is coming together, that we've actually proved we can do science from the Alucia, which is a less capable vessel. So for the future, for not just for Alucia, for all those ships like her out there, it expands the chance of doing science for a lot more vessels.
That's true. So as Pete's mentioned, we're really expanding not only the capability of just Alucia, but the capabilities, improving that this can be used on many vessels that may not otherwise be able to sustain these sort of operations using this hybrid tether and such.
I usually research vessels, especially modern day ones, are fitted with dynamic positional systems, which, if anybody doesn't know that, it's basically a computer system that uses the ship's propulsion, the ship's steering systems, and the thrusters all together to maintain the ship's position in a single point above the Earth's surface. Given the weather conditions, whatever the tides, ocean currents are doing, the ship will stay in one position. Unfortunately, Alucia does not have that system, so we need a system that we can maintain a position within, say, a 50-meter range rather than a 1 or 2 meter range. And Alucia, this trip has also proved that she can do that too. So we've managed to stay within 25 to 30 meters of the optical modem, and she's proved that she can do it in an ocean situation.
It's fantastic. So it's wonderful to hear that not only was this a great engineering cruise for Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, but also that we were able to prove some objectives and some capabilities of Alucia as well. And a big shout out to you, Peter, and to the whole crew of Alucia and all the mates that have been able to really help us with this, right? I mean, if it wasn't for these guys being as capable as they are at the helm of the ship, we wouldn't be able to do this and keep the ship positioned in such a way. It really takes a really experienced mariner, and we're very, very lucky to have Pete and all our mates here on board. Big shout out also to Max, Justin, and to Derek and Scott. Everyone aboard has been doing a great job, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you. And the engineers, of course. 'Cause
And of
without the
course.
engines, we couldn't do any of this, so yeah.
Big shout out to Chief Alejandro, doing a great job down there, all the engineers, and the whole crew, honestly. We've been aboard here for 5 days, and we've just had an amazing cruise. The deck crew are extremely very capable, well-versed in everything we're doing out here, between tender operations, deck operations. We showed you a little bit yesterday, the A-frame, the crane, getting equipment on and off and operating in a safe environment while really pushing the limits of what both Alucia can do and ocean science can do. So huge shout out to Alucia. As always, we really appreciate that. I'm being told that we are changing our heading just a bit, and it's possible we may end up losing this link after all. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of sign off here. Thanks, Captain Peter, for coming across and giving us a great rundown of the cruise. In hopefully about a half hour or so, if this test goes as planned, we should actually have a optical modem connection with the Nereid hybrid tether vehicle down at depth. So what I'd like to do is sort of sign off for now, but have you guys keep checking that website. We'll be coming into you live if we get that link, and we'll show you that live video and give you some audio over that as well, so you'll kind of know what's going on. But again, it's been great. Dwight, it's been great working with the Inner Space Center. We did it. Telepresence is a success here on Alucia. The Nereid hybrid tether is a success. The optical modem has been a success. We are just hitting it out of the ballpark. This has been an amazing 5 days on Alucia, and we're just so blessed to be here and be able to share that message with you guys at home. So again, thanks everyone for your participation on this cruise. Big shout out to everyone back home and everyone that makes all of these cruises possible. And again, I'm Melissa Patrician from Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. Dwight?
Dwight Coleman from the University of Rhode Island.
And keep following us for the rest of the day. We're going to keep that website live probably through tomorrow. So keep following us at #AluciaLive and tweeting at Melrose0717. And hopefully in a half hour or so, we'll have a live link to show you. Thanks again, everyone. Bye-bye.